First, we have solar collectors. They're going to be mounted in the sun, either on a roof or a ground mount in a yard. You're going to have, typically for a residential application, a couple of collectors. They're going to be plumbed together with piping. Inside each collector, there's a series of pipes that circulate fluid throughout the system. That fluid is typically a non-toxic propylene glycol. So I've got a pipe feeding the system, there's the collectors, and I have a pipe taking the hot solar fluid out. So that hot solar fluid out, it enters into the building, and a simple way of looking at this is I have a storage tank here that has a heat exchanger inside of it. The solar fluid goes into the heat exchanger and it comes out of the heat exchanger and goes back up to the collectors. Then I have my regular water heater. Now normally the cold water supply comes and goes into this water heater, and the hot water comes out and it goes to the load, your faucets. In this case with solar, what we do is we run the cold water into the solar storage tank, and hot water or preheated water comes out, preheats the water going into here. So when the solar is heating this tank up, this tank will get warm. This is filled with cold water. Whenever anybody turns the faucet on, the water flows through here, pushes the preheated water into your backup water heater, and when they're after a full sunny day, this tank will be at or above the temperature that's required to come out of the faucet, so the backup water heater won't have to come on at all. Then you've saved 100% on that day. On a day that's partly cloudy, this tank might not be all the way heated up, but typically this cold water coming in is between 50 and 60 degrees. If we can heat that up to 80 or 90 or 100, we've saved money that day as well. That's how a solar water heater works.